What is going on, everybody? It is game day. It doesn't really feel like game day. It's a Thursday at, what are we doing, 3 o'clock Central, but in about 5 hours, Nebraska will be playing Cincinnati. One of the most hyped up seasons, at least in my lifetime, gets kicked off today. I'm nervous. I don't know about you guys, but of course, my prediction for this ball game, we'll talk about all that as life progresses, all the things that we're looking out for, all the developments over these past couple hours. My prediction going to this ball game was 31-10. I think Nebraska's going to get done. I woke up today and I felt a lot more nervous about that prediction, feeling a lot worse about it. I'll just put it at that. I'm thinking, I don't even know, 20, 24, 20, some along those lines, just simply because it's going to be a sloppy ball game. I think we've heard that from everybody who's close to the situation. We've heard that from all the beat reporters. We've heard that from Matt Rule. It's true. It's going to be sloppy. And the team that makes the least amount of mistakes is going to win today when it comes to the penalties, when it comes to turnovers, when it comes to all these factors. I'm nervous. I'm incredibly, incredibly nervous because we've been in this situation before, guys, where Nebraska is begin a season, they play a Power Four opener, they play a Northwestern, and Illinois, and Ohio State, and we have all the expectations in the world. We've seen this story before, right? This isn't new to us. This isn't a new type of environment, type of game. And it feels like, at least in the recent memory, that despite all of these expectations, Nebraska's fell short. So I think that's kind of a little bit why I'm a little bit hesitating right now, at least the day of, because we're getting hit by all these memories. Okay, Nebraska might not live up to the expectations that we once, that we have for ourselves. But then when I thought about it later today, and I thought about all the developments that we had this offseason, whether it was getting Dana Olson, which was the biggest addition of the offseason, whether it was the development of Dylan Raiola, whether it was all the transfers we brought in, Dane Key, there is not a positional group on our team that is worse than what it was last year. Maybe the defensive line. Maybe the defensive line. But you go to the quarterbacks, the wide receivers, the O-line, the secondary, it's all better than what it was. So that's going to give me confidence today. And I know a lot of people, and I said this in my video earlier today, I know a lot of people are hesitant. Okay. They're hesitant to believe. Because just like we just talked about, we've seen this story before. The reason why you should believe right now is just simply because this coaching staff is good enough, the talent is good enough. If you look at the Bearcats, if you look at their team, you look at Cincinnati, they got nobody. Yeah, they got a decent quarterback. Yeah, he's okay. He can run the football. Yeah, they got a nose tackle. Would that nose tackle start Ohio State? Probably not. Tolly Walker, I mean, he's solid. I'll give Tolly Walker credit. I think he's a great running back. I wanted him in the portal. But again, besides that, you couldn't name anybody else they got on their wide receiver core. You couldn't name anybody they got in the secondary because they're not very good. Okay, they're not very good. So I don't want to eat those words in a couple of hours, but this is going to be the game that we look back on, in my opinion, not only at the end of the season, but we look back maybe on 10 years, 20 years down the line, and we say, you know what, this was the game that really started the upward trajectory. I can't promise playoffs this year. I can't even promise 10-9 wins, but I can promise you that we're going to win today. I can promise you that, or else I'm going to eat my words very quickly. I'm going to eat crow. I'm getting excited. Again, I'm still a little bit nervous. The jitters are coming in. We're driving down right now. We're driving down to Kansas City. We're about 3 hours away. The traffic I'm hearing is crazy, but it's going to be. We're going to get our answers. All the hype, all the speculation, we'll get our answer today. There's a couple key storylines. There's a couple key things in order for Nebraska to win. What needs to happen, right? I think number one, when you win the toss, let's say we win the toss, defense needs to go out there first because the defense needs to set the tempo. Okay. Same deal as Colorado last year. Colorado, that's a better team than Cincinnati, but the way we won that game last year simply because our defense shut out Shedeur Sanders. Okay. He had nothing to do. He had nowhere to go, nowhere to throw it because our defense was phenomenal. Defense sets the tone today. Okay. That's number one. I want the defensive line getting to the quarterback. Riley Van Poppel, he was interviewed by Damon Benning this morning, and he said, I'm ready to go hit some people. I'm ready to go hit some people, said Riley Van Poppel. This entire defensive line, they've heard the chatter. Right, they're ready to go prove it. What about the linebacker force? What about the DBs? Okay, defense needs to go out there and set the tempo. Okay, that's number one. Number two, honestly, I think this is the Emmett Johnson game. This is the game where Emmett Johnson needs to prove himself. Okay, you could be a top 5 running back in the Big Ten. Where I know all of us are going to want to see that passing attack. All of us are going to want to see Dylan Raiola sling it. All of us are going to want to see what Dana Holgorsen got. I understand that. I'm familiar. But when you look at Cincinnati's defense and the things that they struggled at last year, when you look at the fact that they were one of the worst teams in the Big 12 stopping the run, when you look at their linebacker core, which is absolutely atrocious, when you look at their secondary who can't tackle worth anything, this sets up for Emmett Johnson to run for over 100 yards. So ground and pound. I mean, I want to see some old school football today. right? I want us to set the tempo, get exact same script as Colorado. Defense goes out there first, shuts them out, and then we get them going on offense through the running game, not necessarily through the passing game. Because if you can get the running game going, everything else will figure itself out. Okay. You got to start off with the running game, though. You got to start off with EJ, and hopefully, I'm excited to see Mekhi Nelson today. I'm excited to see what he can do, especially inside the goal line. I'm excited to see Isaiah Mozee, what he can do as a true freshman. This entire running back core. It's been my biggest question mark pretty much all offseason long. We're gonna get our answers today. So I'm excited to see what the running backs can do. Talking a little bit about Dylan Raiola, I think this game really sets up for him because of the fact that he was so good against zone coverage last year. That he was one of the, I think it was top 10 in America against zone coverage. Okay. Cincinnati runs zone coverage more than any other team in the Big 12, let alone in Power 4. So they're going to run zone coverage all day today. They're not going to change what they do best. And Dylan Raiola is the best quarterback in zone coverage in this conference. So he's going to pick them apart. That's what gives me confidence. I think their offense can give us some troubles. I really do. I think with their quarterback, their running back combo, their wide receivers are raw, but they got some speed, they got some height. Like their offense does a decent job. Okay. But their defense, besides Dante Corleone, their big nose tackle, yeah. Who do they got? So I think that's what gives me confidence more than anything. That's why I want the defense to set the tempo because I know what the offense is going to bring to the table today. I know the offense is going to put on a show. And that's why I'm going to stick with my prediction 31-10, just simply because I think it's going to get out of control maybe in the third quarter. And then we start putting the reserves in because we want to get TJ Lateef some snaps. We want to see Jalen Gramstad in the ball game. We want to see some of the true freshmen. So yeah, that's what gives me confidence about this ball game. Simply the offense is too good for Cincinnati. Too good. And we've heard the chat. Those Cincinnati fans, there's not too many Cincinnati fans out there, and I expect there to be pretty much none at this ball game today. But they've been talking. They've been talking on social media. All I'm saying, don't hide. Same deal as the Colorado fans. The Colorado fans, they were talking a lot the week of. Where were the Colorado fans at a couple hours after the ball game? They were nowhere. They were nowhere to be seen. So listen, I always want to go out there and shut them up a little bit. I want to go out there and win. But again, I always tell you guys this. We are right now, it's a great feeling to have where we're at right now. Okay. We have 12 games in front of us. We are not at the middle of the season. We're not at the end of the season. We all live for college football. If you don't live for college football, you're not watching this channel. So all of us, I'm guessing, live for college football. Okay. We all have the entire season in front of us, all of our hopes, all of our aspirations. So it's all about the bigger picture. It's not just about going out there and winning a day. It's about proving people right. And that's what I'm going to go back to. It's all about proving the people right that believe that we're going to potentially win 10 games. Okay. It's all about the bigger picture today. Okay. And it's also, should be noted, this is not just a game where only Nebraska fans and Cincinnati fans will be watching. This is a nationally televised game. What is it on? It's on ABC or ESPN. I think it's on ABC. It might just be on ESPN. Either way, the nation's watching this ball game. Okay, everybody is tuning in for Nebraska, Cincinnati. This is the game of the day. People want college football. We are their fix. So whether you're an SEC fan living in Alabama, whether you're a USC fan living in California, whether you're a Washington fan living in Washington, it does not matter. You are watching this ball game today. So it matters what people think about us. So go out there and prove people right. Go out there and prove there's a reason why people should be buying stock, putting us in these top 25 rankings I think are incredibly important for us. So I'm excited about today, guys. I'm excited. Let's get to the comment section here. You guys are debating whether or not I'm driving. I'm not driving a car, guys. I'm not driving a car. All right, we get to the first comment here. Grizz, what up, my man? He says, appreciate your hard work. My hope, number one, limited penalties, and number two, sustained drives. Number three, quality tackling. I think you hit the nail on the head right here. Number one, obviously, limited penalties, that's a huge question mark. That's a huge question mark because that's been the issue throughout all of fall camp. And I think, honestly, if I want to be real with you guys, I don't think that's going to be fixed today. We're going to have some sloppy penalties that might kill a drive here and there. That might continue a drive for Cincinnati, whether it's a pass interference, whether it's a stupid holding, maybe by Teddy Prohaska. I'm just throwing it out there. Whether it's again, even throw the ball out of bounds. Whether it's, gosh, it's been so long since I watched football. It's whether it's intentional grounding. Why, I don't know why that slipped my mind. And whether it's intentional grounding, right? We're going to be a sloppy team today. Okay, we're going to be a sloppy team. But Cincinnati are going to be sloppy too. So whoever can limit their mistakes the most and take advantage of the other teams, that's going to be the team that wins. Nebraska, hopefully, they're more disciplined tonight because simply we haven't been disciplined at all throughout the Matt Rhule era. up until now. Number two, sustained drives. Yep, I agree with you. And it goes back to number one there. You sustain drives through playing clean football, being efficient, not having penalties, not turning the ball over. Yeah, I completely agree. And number three, yep, quality tackling. Another thing that I don't believe will be 100% fixed today, right? That again, another thing. If that was an issue a week ago in fall camp, it's just not magically going to be fixed overnight. Okay, those things kind of take throughout the season to fix. So that's why I kind of was hoping we'd start off the season with a easier opponent. It's not the best when you're playing Cincinnati, a Power Four team, right off the very rip because they can take advantage of your poor tackling. But I expect Nebraska to miss some tackles today. I think maybe Buda Wright's going to miss a tackle here and there. I think some of our members of the secondary. Like I expect Andrew Marshall to miss a tackle today. I expect Howie Walker to go through the A gap and maybe Marcus want to Trent rarely, but he will miss a tackle there. That's just what's going to happen. But once again, there's a caveat. Cincinnati will do the exact same thing. Okay. The team that makes the least mistakes will win. Okay. That's it. I think a lot of times in football, we overhype the small things. Oh, the linebackers need to play well. Oh, the guards need to play well. The wide receivers, they need to play well. It's all irrelevant. Okay. More so, especially in the Big Ten, it's just the team that is disciplined, trusts their training, does not make the stupid mistakes. That's the team that wins always. Okay, always. So, it doesn't matter. In the past with Scott Frost, we'd be super talented, or with Mike Riley, we'd even be talented with Mike Riley. But the problem was we were never disciplined as a team. Okay, so when the game got tight, we didn't trust our training. We had these stupid offsides. We'd have these turnovers that would be backbreaking. And when we did have this one mistake, it maybe wouldn't curse us the entire game, but our mindset as a team would be, okay, we had one thing that went against us, we're screwed. That was the mindset of the team. And you could see the sideline in the Scott Frost, Matt Rule era, even year one, year two, Matt Rule, where you look at the sideline after one bad thing happened and their heads are down. Okay, their heads are down. Can that change today? Because again, we might have a turnover. I'm expecting probably an interception today by Dylan, maybe one. So it's week one. It's going to happen. I'm not freaking out about it. But my big thing that I'm looking out for when that interception inevitably comes, what is the response of the team going to be? What's the response going to be? That's my question. Okay. So let's get back to the comment section here. Any ideas for what to bet on the game tonight? Man, I would never bet on Nebraska cover ever, but if there's any time to do it, it's today because man, oh man, that line is ridiculous. I mean, Cincinnati's not any good, and I think people are scared to bet on Nebraska, but we should, if we play up to our standard today, we should win by 2 touchdowns at the very end. Okay, who's going to be the leading receiver for the Huskers? I assume you're meaning today. I think. Honestly, I don't think it'll be Dane Key. That's probably my hot take. I think Dane Key will actually be third in receiving yards. I would go with Jacory pretty easily. I think this game sets up well for him, especially in the slot with their lack of athleticism in the back and in their secondary. I would even say Nyziah has an opportunity. Like Nyziah has a big chance to lead us in reception. So I'd go one or the other there. Let's see. Score prediction at the end of the first quarter. Well, I think we're going to shut them out in the first quarter. So I believe it's probably going to be. Again, I'll just say 10-0. Let's just say 10-0, but I don't think they're going to put up a single point. It's going to be the same deal as Colorado, same game plan, right? Have the defense go out there, dominate to begin things, and set the tempo. Let them know that, hey, it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day as a Cincinnati fan. Get Dylan in rhythm early. Get Emmett about 15 carries, Jacory 15 or more touches. Well, I mean, 15 touches for Jacory is ridiculous. I agree with the other two. Getting a wide receiver 15 touches, I mean, if that happens, Jacory's going to have 200 receiving yards on the day. We have too many mouths to feed. We have too many mouths to feed. Like I remember when I did my statistic prediction not too long ago, people were giving me grief because I think I predicted 900 rushing yards for Emmett on the season, and I want to say 150 receiving yards, which I think is like a really good total. Like that's around 1,100 all-purpose yards. And people in the comment section were like, "Wilson, you're disrespecting Emmett. He's going to have 1,500 all-purpose yards. He's going to have 400 receiving yards." And the only thing I'll say to those people is that maybe if this team sucked, maybe that'd be true. Maybe if we were going to win 4 games, that'd be true. But we are a very talented team. We have a lot of mouths to feed. We have, again, multiple productive running backs, supposedly, in Emmett, Mekhi, Isaiah. We have a great wide receiver core. So the reason why maybe Emmett Johnson's not going to have 1,500 all-purpose yards is because we have too many players. We have too many players to get them involved, for Jacory, for Emmett to run this entire offense. So that's what I'll say there. Let's see. Thoughts on the Cincinnati hype video? Oh, the one they posted yesterday. Yeah, that was weird. Like it was like the Cars reenactment. Yeah, our hype video that the media team posted today, that was really cool though. I liked that. I like that. But yeah, theirs was odd. Theirs was very, very odd. I'll put it at that. Shoot, I actually put some in the comment section. That was weird. Um, Dylan Raiola throw three touchdowns. Three touchdowns. What's the betting line? Does anybody know what the betting line is? I bet it's 3.5. I bet 3.5 is right. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty accurate. I'd say that's pretty accurate. Three touchdowns sounds right. I think Emmett Johnson will get one on the ground too. Oh, I wouldn't mind a defensive touchdown today. That's what I want. Like that's how you set the tempo that okay, this defense is going to be phenomenal once again. Like have a pick six in there. Have a Andrew Marshall jump a route, right? Andrew Marshall, he was unbelievable at Idaho doing that, right? Man coverage, bad ball, maybe underthrown a little bit. Andrew would step in front of that, take it to the house. Like Andrew Marshall's that type of corner with his athleticism, explosiveness, with his background of returning kicks. Like if he can get that his hands on it, he's not only going to bring it down, but he's going to go the other way. So I would not mind a defensive touchdown today. Even a super score like a Dominican Susan. That's what I would like. Yeah, I want this defense to really, really have a good day because the defense is going to win or loses it. Like if we lose this football game, it's not because our offense didn't play up to snuff. Because I think our offense is going to play good no matter what. If we lose this football game, it's because our defense didn't do enough and they kept Cincinnati in distance. Okay, so the defense is going to win or lose. Random take: Quinn Clark is going to catch a fade in the back of the end zone. Both starting corner since these are 5'8". Why not use our 6'5" receiver? I could very well see it. Yeah, if there's one play that we're putting Quinn Clark in the ball game, it's going to be a red zone type of play like that, where give him a fade ball, right? Like Quinn Clark's not going to play on a first down and 10 at your own 20. So I could see it. But I also think like that's going to be Dane Key's type of situation, right? Dane Key can go up and get a jump ball against a 6'3" corner. That's how talented Dane Key is. So I would just rather have Dane Key do it because he has more trusted hands. But I could see that as well. Absolutely. Or even a Jeremiah Jones. There's not a player on this team who can jump higher than Jeremiah Jones. So why not? Why not have Jeremiah do that? Well, except the problem is Jeremiah Jones hasn't had a dropping issue. So let's see. Love from Western Nebraska. You have a great show. I enjoy listening to you. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate you. Where in Western Nebraska? Where in Western Nebraska? Let me know, my man. Let me know. Deshaun looks so locked in. I have a feeling he's about to have himself a year. I hope so. I hope so. In my opinion, that's the best player on defense. I've said that literally since February. I think Deshaun Singleton is the best player on defense. I think if I were to rank it right now on like top five, I'd go number one, Deshaun Singleton, number two, Marcus Watson Trent, number three, Sia Wright, number four, I'd say probably Marcus Buford, and then number five, I would go with probably Van Poppel. It's probably what I do right there. Raiola touchdowns 1.5. Oh, go over. Are you that's the betting line? You said the betting line today is Dylan Raiola 1.5. I mean, I don't want to doubt Vegas because Vegas, they got some people there who know what they're doing, but that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Do they know who our offensive coordinator is? That's ridiculous. I don't buy that at all. I don't buy that at all. Since these corners are really tiny, yeah, I mean, and not only are they tiny, they're just not good. They're not athletic. They're not burners. So yeah, I'm not worried about their defense at all. I'm really just worried about their D line. And I do believe their D line has the ability to take over this ball game if they can play up to snuff. How's the traffic? It's not bad so far. We just took off about I'd say about maybe an hour ago, almost about. So we're out there, but I think it's closer to Kansas City where the traffic's at. So hopefully we don't really run into it because we got to get down there. We got to get down there. Let's see. Dion says, I'm excited to watch the first punt from our punter. Go Archie. Man, Dion, I disagree with you. I hope I do not see Archie Wilson on the field tonight. I hope he does not have a single punt, and if there is one, I hope it's in the fourth quarter. I hope we only get one punt from Archie. It's in the fourth quarter. We're already up, 35. Hopefully, at that point in time, we could just say, okay, we're gonna put him out there for gags because we know it's gonna go viral. That's the only reason I want him out there. Williams, no, Nwaneri, 5 sacks today. Yeah, that's not happening. That's not happening. I would love if he got one. I would love if he got one. What player are you most excited to see in the debut tonight? Transfer in particular? Um, I think. Well, if you want to give me the basic, I'll give you the basic answer. Like I'm very excited to see Dane Key because I believe Dane Key is the only player right now on this team who has that jump ball ability consistently and can be 1,000 yard receiver. So that's my basic answer. If you want my deep cut answer, I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see Jameer Khan. If Jameer Khan can play well this season in the nickel, it gives us an alternate option besides Malcolm Hartzog. So let's say Malcolm Hartzog's doing what Malcolm Hartzog does, right? Not playing the best, getting bird and man coverage. It is what it is. Then we don't feel as bad, putting in a guy like Jameer Khan. So I'm excited to see Jameer Khan. I am excited to see what area just from a standpoint of, again, he is the X factor for this entire defensive line. Like if he can break out, man, we're in a way better situation than what we would have been. So yeah, I'm excited to see the both those guys. Dude, I keep on accidentally putting some of the chat here. Sorry, my thing is my phone is glitching up here. All right, here we go. How's the traffic? The traffic is not bad. Traffic is not bad so far. So far. Yeah, let me know if you guys are making any parlays today. I'm not a betting man, but if there's one game to bet on Nebraska, I think it would be today. I think it would be today. All right, I'm switching to this view because going like this is kind of glitching my phone here. Let's get back to the comment section. Um, for Dylan, do you think Holgerson will have any zone reads design quarterback runs? Absolutely not. Absolutely not, Inferno. For Dylan's sake, I would hope not. I would hope we never see a single zone read the entire season, a single option. I don't want to see him get hit the entire season. Like if Dylan's gonna run, that's great, but you better slide, man, because I don't want to see him get hit. That's just yeah, don't want to see that from my quarterback. Don't want to see that. I bet so much on Nebraska. I'm gonna need to see a therapist if we lose. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Never bet on Nebraska, man. If anything, the I would never advise to bet. But if you are to bet, bet against Nebraska simply because if we lose, then you at least feel a little bit good about yourself. But if you bet on Nebraska and you basically double down the Huskers, then you're going to be even more depressed when if we lose. At least that's been the way the past couple seasons. Now, hopefully that's not the case this season. Hopefully we don't lose as much. But in the past, definitely been that way. It's definitely been that way. Shigby says, thanks on or congrats on 13K, Wilson. Keep it up. Love the content. I appreciate you, man. Enjoy the game today. I'm excited about it. Stewart says sports betting is nothing but bad news. You're absolutely correct. If you wanna waste some money, go for it. I mean, if you want to have a good time, I, I'll just say this: like when it comes to betting, go into it with the mindset that you're going to lose no matter what. Okay, go into it with the mindset that you're going to lose. So if you win, that's great. You get some extra money. But if you lose, don't be surprised. That's just the way it is with betting in general. So, how involved will tight ends be as receivers? I don't think it's a big tight end game. I really don't. I mean, let's be real though. Cincinnati's linebackers aren't very good. So if there's a game for the tight ends to take advantage, it's today. But I do believe that our tight ends are a weak point of this team. Like Luke Lindenmeyer, he's fine. Like Luke, you can do a lot worse than Luke Lindenmeyer, but you can also do a lot better than Luke Lindenmeyer. Like he's fine. Haarberg's a huge question mark. I'm excited to see Haarberg's role. Um, yeah, I'm excited to see what Harvard does this today, but I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't think he's going to be a traditional tight end. And then as for Cardinals, I think Cardinals got a big game, but we'll see. We'll see how ready to go he is. I just don't want to buy any stock on this tight end core because it didn't have a great fall ball say the least. Is Nebraska 6.5 too low? Yeah, it is way too low. I think frankly, I think Vegas is sick and tired of, giving Nebraska the benefit of the doubt. Like in the past, our lines would be way too high. Like we'd play Northwestern and we'd be favored by two touchdowns. And that's not great. So I think maybe Vegas is tired of being a little bit too optimistic about Nebraska. But at the same time, maybe they do know something we don't. I don't know. Neutral site game, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Well, Janiran Bonner had good stats. I don't think so. I don't think so. I like Janiran Bonner, but he's kind of like Janiran's not a player who is going to fail the stat sheet ever. That's just not his game. He's just a physical guy who does things that aren't showing up in the stat box, aren't show up in the box score, right? Right. Physical blocker, does everything you want from him in practice on and off the field. He's not necessarily a guy who's going to go off for 100 receiving yards. Okay, which is fine. First offensive play, run deep shot screen. Shoot, I would love a deep shot. That would be exciting, man. First play, get Jacory Barney going or something like that. No, we're not. No, we're gonna set a tempo on the ground. We're going to set the tempo on the ground. That's Matt Rule, coach football, and I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Running the football has won us a lot more games over these past couple of seasons than passing. So I'm cool with it. Do you think Mozee will get 5 to 10 touches? That's definitely not 10. No, I would probably say three for Mozee. I'd say three. I don't know. I don't believe he's going to be in the game too much. Like he will be in the game purely on like long third downs tonight. That's what I'm expecting from him. Long third downs. Emmett needs to get out. Needs a breather. You need a receiving threat in the backfield. That's where you put Mozee in, right? You're not going to put him in on a first down and 10. So I would probably say, yeah, I'd say no. Are you driving? I'm not driving. I would have crashed by now, guys. Like, what are we doing? Use our head, guys. Come on, let's use our head. I'm super excited about the game tonight. Hopefully, we start hot. Yep, exactly. And that's the key too. It's not necessarily ending strong. Ending strong is always important. Don't get me wrong, but specifically today, week one, like let's suck all the momentum out of Cincinnati from the very get go. Right? If you can go out there, defense set the tempo, offense, you go out there, score 10, 14, 21 points in the first quarter. It's over before it even begins. That's the goal today. The goal is to give them no hope. Okay. That's what I'm hoping. Start quick. Start quick. Will Jacory have 20-plus-yard punt return? I could see. I definitely think so. I do think it's possible. I haven't done. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I've done no research on Cincinnati's special teams unit, so I wouldn't know if they're good at going down. And I don't know how good their gunners are. I don't know how good they are going down and return, tackling the opposing returner. But I would hope so. I would hope so. I would hope so. I hope so after the first drive. If we go and get a 3-and-out in Cincinnati, and we get the ball right back. They punt it to Jacory Barney. He goes back 30, 40 yards, sets us up inside the red zone. Like, that's exactly how I want to begin this game. It's exactly how. It's exactly how. Lock in that over on 1.5 Dillon touchdown passes, betted cashes in the first half. I bet you're right. I can't believe it. I cannot believe those lines are so low. Again, I wouldn't know. Like, I'm not actively looking at these betting lines, but I cannot believe that. Which quarterback will have more passing yards? Oh, Dillon will have more passing yards. No question. No question. Will says, "How are you not car sick?" I don't get car sick. I don't get car sick, my man. I do not get car sick. Jacory 6 or 7 touches. Yeah, that's definitely more realistic. It's definitely more realistic. Yep. All right, I got to get back in this comment section. I forgot where I was at. Who will have the most tackles on defense tonight? I just say Marcus Watson Trent pretty easily. I'd say either him or Buddha. Yeah, pretty easily there. Marcus Watson Trent is so good. I just think people all offseason long, nobody's given Marquez Wadentrud the respect he deserves. Yeah, people give him a decent amount of respect. Like people know that he's a decent guy, he's a decent ball player, but I don't think people are ready for him to potentially lead this team in tackles, not only in tackles, but maybe force fumbles. I think he could be an all Big Ten type of guy. So Marcus Wadentrud, I think when we're looking at the end of the season and we're saying which transfers gave us the biggest boost, we're gonna potentially say Marcus Watson Trent number one, ahead of guys like Dan Key, ahead of guys like a Winery, like a fill in the blank, Andrew Marshall. So that's what I'd say there. Husker Prod say, "Are you in KC?" I'm not in KC. I don't know where I'm at right now. I'm in the wilderness. Well, we're almost there. I'm like about 2 hours. Give me 2 hours and I'll be there. Give me 2 hours. But yeah, not yet. How many sacks tonight? I'll say just three. I'll keep it modest. Because that's probably, again, that's another big question mark. I just don't believe we can generate too much pass rush. The only time I think we will consistently get to the quarterback is if we're dialing up blitzes. I do expect that to be different this year because last year we never blitzed, and when we did, it wasn't efficient. We could never get to the quarterback anyways. I do believe the best part about John Butler as a defensive coordinator is from a schematic standpoint, he knows how to dial up blitzes and get guys open without having a blocker on them. So, for example, I totally expect this to happen today. This is one of my favorite play calls actually in the Eric Shenander era when he was our defensive coordinator. When we have maybe a corner who comes off the edge completely unblocked and goes off the blind side of the quarterback and lays the boom on him. I expect that to happen today. That's one of John Butler's favorite blitzes. So there could be a play literally where Sear Wright is unblocked, going right at Sorsby, gets him down. So that's what I'm expecting today. But only 3 sacks just because I don't think Cam Lenhart's the best at getting the quarterback. I know Elijah Judy isn't. I know, fill in the blank. So really, how good our pass rush is going to be this year depends on guys like Keona Davis, Williams Nwaneri, and Deshaun McCullough. And Deshaun McCullough, frankly, I think is a bigger question mark than what people are giving him credit for. Frankly, it's crazy to me though. It's crazy to me how people like consider. I think in the fan base, most people expect Deshaun McCullough to be better than Marcus Walton Trent. Like that's not happening. I think Marcus Walton Trent's gonna be good, way better. I mean, both those guys are gonna be fine, but Marcus Walton Trent, I mean, just buy stock. Live stream up until game time? No, no, unfortunately not. No, I got stuff to do. So no, we'll go live, for as long as this one goes, and then of course we'll be live after the game tonight. After the game, like directly after it, we'll be live in the stadium. In the stadium, it'll be a good time. That would be a nightmare if we couldn't stop the run. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we got to stop the run today. We got to stop Sorsby. We got to stop him. There's gonna be play. I'm just preparing myself for this. There's going to be a play where we have perfect coverage. Okay, maybe it's going to probably be a third down too. Let's say third down and 7. Nebraska, we need to get off the field. Perfect coverage. See, you're right, locking down his man. Andrew Marshall locking down his man. There is no option. And Sorsby kind of makes some out of nothing, goes and gets the first down with his legs. I am preparing myself to happen because it's going to happen at least once. So not only do we have to stop Tally Walker, but we got to stop him from getting outside the pocket and making some of his own. How many picks from the defense tonight? I'm expecting one. I'm expecting one. I wouldn't go anything over that. Would you rather put up 50 or hold them scoreless? I'd rather hold them scoreless every single day of the week. Yeah, I absolutely would rather have a shutout because, again, I feel a lot better about this offense than what I do this defense. Okay, I know this offense is going to be fine this season. Really, our season is determined by how well our defense performs. So if our defense goes there and pitches a shutout, that tells you our defense is going to be pretty darn solid. You pair that with a great offense, sky's the limit. So I would have the defense. Will their D line outperform our D line? I think it'll be pretty similar, just because I believe our offensive line's better than their defensive line. So our D line's going to eat today, but their D line's also going to eat. But our D line has an easier opponent, if that makes sense. So it's easier for our D line to have success than them. So while maybe on paper their defensive line's more talented than ours, maybe their defensive line's a little better than ours. Our guys have a little easier challenge. So I think if anybody outperforms each other, it's going to be our defensive line outperforms theirs. If that makes any sense. Will Justin Rett get a pass deflection? I do not think we'll see Justin Rett get a single snap on defense today, unless it's garbage time. Unless we're blowing them out, Justin Rett will get the ball game then. But if we need meaningful snaps, Justin Rett will not play a snap on defense. Who will be the main blitzer? I mean, it should be Vincent Shavers, but I don't know how limited Vincent Shavers is going to be today. Like Vincent's a little banged up with his hamstring, so they say he's full go. Usually, you kind of never want to believe the coaching staff the week of a ball game because they're going to lie to you just for a game planning purposes. So they say Vincent's ready to go, but I could see a reality where Vincent only plays like 10 snaps a day. So who our main blitzer is going to be? I mean, it'd probably have to be Buddha. Is what I'd say. But yeah, I wonder how many snaps Vincent plays. And I hope Vincent plays tonight. I really do. If we only win by a small margin, are you worried about the rest of the season? Absolutely. I mean, shoot. I mean, if we go out there and only win by 3, let's say 3 points, let's say we win on a field goal. I'm excited about the win. I'll take a win no matter how you can get it. A win's a win's a win's a win in college football. But again, we're always about the bigger picture here. It's all about setting a statement. Like, what is the Oregon fan going to think about Nebraska if we struggle and barely beat Cincinnati? Like, they're not going to think too much about us. They're not going to think we're any good. And in my opinion, and you guys feel free to disagree, I think it's important what people think about Nebraska, especially people of significance, because it's important for them to respect us as early on as possible, and to put the spotlight on us as early on as possible. Because if we get good, the spotlight's always going to be on us. So you might as well just get used to it right now. So I prefer if we're talked about nationally, at least in a positive light, and for people, not only Nebraska fans, but other people to have expectations from us. Okay, that's at least my mindset, though. Husker Prod says, I live in Lincoln. I watch all the videos. Thanks for posting. Husker Prods, I appreciate it, man. I'm excited. Excited. Live stream from the game. We're not going to be doing not during the game, not during the game. I don't like doing during the game live streams. I've never done it just simply because like I'm trying to lock in during the game. I'm trying to watch all these different things that go on. But again, right after the game, we will be live. Right after the game, audio error. Yeah, that might happen. I mean, we were out in no man's land. So that's probably. I think it's not necessarily the audio. It was probably just the connection because I'm using my data right now. So that's probably what it is. Why is every Nebraska fan acting like it's a bottom feeder FCS team? Well, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not, and I'm guilty of that too. I'm confident about this game. I think Nebraska's going to win, not necessarily because Cincinnati's terrible, but because of the fact that I believe Nebraska is way more talented than them in every single aspect. Like Cincinnati, like they have a solid rushing attack. They have a solid defensive line. They can get to the quarterback at a high level, right? They have a seasoned head coach. Like he's been around the block a couple times. He's done this before. So there is a real possibility where Cincinnati wins today. But is that likely? No, it's not likely. But I agree with you. It's probably not a great look for us as fans to maybe downplay them because I'll tell you what, if they do end up beating us somehow, God forbid, ooh, it's not going to be great for us. So, but I'm not expecting that. I feel like we're going to shut down Tommy Walker because of the fact that we did so when he was on Wisconsin. What do you think? Yeah, it could happen. I forget. I thought Tommy Walker was injured when we played Wisconsin last year. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. No, maybe it was Cade Yakimelli who was injured when we played Wisconsin. It was one of the running backs was injured and didn't play against us. Um, but I mean, Tom Walker's a really good running back. The reason why they couldn't rush the football worth anything last year is because Luke Fickell's a terrible head coach. That's number one. And number two is because Wisconsin has a passing offense now. They have a passing offense. They don't know how to run it anymore. So I don't know why. Who cares what they think? I mean, I agree with you, David. Like, I agree that maybe we shouldn't be caring about what the pundits say nationally, but also I think it's important for this team to feel the pressure. I think it's important for this team to have the spotlight on them, not so they crumble under the pressure, but so they get used to it, right? Because a lot of teams, especially in college football, these kids, it's all fine and dandy when nobody's watching your games and nobody's talking about you. But once you start getting talked about nationally, okay, you get nervous, the pressure gets on them, and then you crumble. I don't want that to happen in Nebraska. So I want people to watch this game and start to build respect for Nebraska and start to talk about us. So that's why it's important for me, for our longevity as a football team, is to go out there and shine tonight and blow a team out, blow Cincinnati out, simply because I want the spotlight on us as quick as possible. People to respect us. I just want respect. That's all it is. I just want respect. Give me some respect. I want some respect. Um, what would you like to see, or what would you expect from our blocking tonight? Number one, double team, triple team Dante Corleone every single snap, and then honestly, I want our tackles to shine tonight. Like I'm looking at Teddy. I mean, they haven't announced who that right tackle star is going to be necessarily. It's probably going to be Teddy. I want Teddy to go out there and shine tonight. I want him to stay healthy, play free, play with confidence, especially with his lower body. I want him to give up zero pressure on the day. It's really the tackles. I know the guards are going to go out there and play well. How can Teddy perform and how can Gunner perform at left tackle, like the two tackles? And heck, if Elijah Pritchett somehow gets in there, I want Elijah to play well. I want Elijah to hear some of the concerns around him and say, you know what? I'm just go prove people wrong. That's what I want from Elijah Pritchett today. Yes, sir. What team would you compare to Cincinnati in the Big Ten? I would say maybe like a little better version of Northwestern. That's probably not the best, actually. Not old Northwestern, but Northwestern of now. Like just a little bit better version of Northwestern. If not them, I would say Maryland's kind of comparable. Funny enough, Maryland is kind. There we go. Oh, my video just went out for a second because they got run. They both have running quarterbacks, uh, coaches who've done it, who are veterans, rushing offenses, solid defensive line. That's probably what I'd say there. David says you work hard producing content. Congrats on 13K. David, I appreciate it, man. David, you are a great content creator. You're on. I forget how many subs you got, but I watch your videos from time to time because you're talking about Omaha, which is of course my city. So David, I appreciate you guys. Go give David a subscription because he makes some quality content talking about our state and our cities. This guy says playoff bound. Woo woo, man. I hope so. It all starts today. It all starts today. We will have all of our questions pretty much answered by the end of the day. Not everything, maybe. Not everything, but the majority of the questions that we have about this squad, we will figure it out in a measly 4 hours. So that concerns me a little bit, but it also makes me a little bit excited. Using data get visible. First off, are you paid by Visible to say that, my man? And second off, I am on Visible. I am on Visible. So yeah. I hope you're not getting paid by Visible to put that in my comment section though. If you are getting paid, give me some of that change. Give me some of that change. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Nebraska really has at least nine, or real Nebraska really has to win at least 9 games this year. The hype is unreal this year. Yeah, I hope so, man. Again, I told you guys this. Like, I think of a lot of things from recruiting as well. Like, we look at this 27 class for Nebraska, and it looks really good. We got Trey Taylor, you got Torrey. You're going after 5 stars, Ahmad Hudson, multiple 5 stars on the offensive line. But in order for those guys to actually want to commit to Nebraska, it's not about winning 8 games this year. It's not about winning 7. In order to get this top 10 class everybody's glorifying in the 27 cycle, you got to win 10. Okay. Recruiting's the lifeblood of the sport. You want to turn around a program, you get good high school recruiting classes. That's my opinion. So, really, my opinion, Nebraska needs to go out there and at the very minimum win 9. At the very minimum to get a top 10 class. The very minimum. Um, in week 3, who is Houston Christian? Says DJ. I don't know what you mean by who they are, but they're not very good. I'll tell you what. I'm not. They're not very good. We should beat Houston Christian by like 50. I don't even know if I want to do like a pregame like segment for Houston Christian because like there's nothing I could tell you guys about them. Like here's the pregame show. Nebraska's gonna win by 70. Enjoy it. Like what do I even do for like a pregame video? I don't even know. We might just talk recruiting or something that week. Do you think Raiola's gonna have a good day? I hope so. I do. I do believe so though. Because again, they run it. Man, my video keeps going out. That's kind of weird. Anyways, Cincinnati, they run zone coverage more than any other team in Power Four. Dylan Raiola is one of the best quarterbacks against zone coverages because he can pick apart defenses. So it really goes into our favor. All right. Tristan says Bearcat YouTubers saying that Husker fans are crazy for thinking we're gonna blow the brakes off them. I want to shut out. I hope you're right. All right, are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Are we back? Sorry, guys. We are literally on the road to Kansas City right now. So we're on data. I don't know what Kansas is doing if they don't have great service over here. So hopefully we're back. Are we back? Let me know in the comment section. Are we back? Are we back? We got to get on with this pregame show. Well, I still have so much more to say. I still have so much more to say. All right, let's get back to it. Okay, I don't know where I cut off, but I was talking about this. Bearcat YouTubers saying Husker fans are crazy. Think we're going to beat the brakes off them. I want to shut out. Yeah, I mean, all of these Cincinnati fans. What's funny about these Cincinnati fans, like once, um, once we beat them today, you're never going to hear from them ever again. You're never going to see them ever again. So it's not even like fun when we're playing this type of fan base who talks crap. Like Colorado fans, it was fun because Colorado fans, they're prominent. Like they're not going to go away. But when it comes to Cincinnati, like those guys are just going to go back in their hole and they're going to follow the Bengals for the rest of the year. All right, guys, we have hit our first little bit of traffic. We've been on the road, I want to say, for a little bit over an hour. We're probably about 2.5 hours out. We've hit our first little bit of traffic, so hopefully it's not too bad. I could not tell you where we're at. I could not tell you where we're at, but traffic hopefully gets a little better. South of Rockport, my dad says. So yeah, hopefully it's not bad. Nebraska, we're gonna get Cincinnati, Kansas City. Hope you're right, my man. Hope you're right. Dennis says, do we get a defensive touchdown or special teams touchdown? I would hope a defensive touchdown. I don't know about special teams. I think Jacory's going to have a nice little return on him today. I think it's just a lot to expect though for him to bring him back to the house. But I would love a pick six. Like, let's say it's the third quarter. We're up to 3 touchdowns at that point in time. Cincinnati needs to go down, have a big drive to get it close. Thorsby at that point, he's desperate. Maybe he goes throws a bad ball over to Andrew Marshall, brings it back to the house. So I would want to pick six. Jack says, "What's up, Wilson family? I will have a tailgate. Look for the white Acura with the red canopy." Dude, it's a big parking lot, man. It's a big parking lot. Let me know. I've been invited to a lot of tailgates. I don't know if I'm going to go to any of them, but let me just DM me, and if I'm over there, maybe. If I'm over there, maybe. But yeah, it's a big parking lot. It's a big area, and I don't know where I'm going. I do not know where I'm going. Riley says, "Do you think that Nebraska will either host or be a part of College Game Day this year?" Yeah, the only way in my eyes we get College Game Day, well, Michigan, I guess there's like an outside chance, but probably not. The only way we get College Game Day, I think, is if we go to Penn State. So it won't be at Lincoln necessarily, but it'll be probably if we're 9-1 going to Penn State and Penn State's undefeated, yeah, I think that'll be game day for sure. For sure. I would prefer if we are not on game day though, because we have a curse. Whenever we're on game day, especially this last decade, we have not performed well. I still have nightmares from 2019. 2019 versus Ohio State, all the hype going to that game, and what was the final score of that game? It was like 56-7. It was ridiculous. We got destroyed. We got destroyed. All right, everybody says we're back. Stuart says, "Who is a bigger fan, you or your dad?" Probably my dad. Probably my dad. Well, he's seen championships. I've seen no championships. I have seen one winning season in the last decade. So probably my dad. Probably my grandpa actually, because my grandpa's seen all five. My grandpa's seen all five. He's had season tickets for as long as he's lived. Before we were even good. Before Devaney. So yeah, not me though. Even though I follow this team religiously. I would love a defensive touchdown. Predicting 5-6 sacks. Oh man, I think honestly 5-6 sacks is a little bit more controversial than having a touchdown on defense. I think 5-6 sacks. If we get that, oh, we're gonna be just fine today. That's asking a lot in my opinion, though. That's asking a lot for this defense. Um, Rachel says I'll be in the suites. Let me know which one. I forget. I don't know. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know I forget. I forget which suite I'm in. So yeah. David says, don't forget to hit the thumbs up on the stream. Absolutely. David, thank you for that, my man. Everybody, take 1 second. If you're excited about today, if you're predicting a Nebraska victory today, hit the like button on the stream. If you're predicting Nebraska to lose, you can not like it. Feel free to not. But if you think Nebraska's going to win today, hit that like button on the stream. I will swap you spots. I'm stuck in Jersey traffic, says Matt. Yeah, that's not any better. That's not any better. I think it will be 62-3, says Caleb. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't think it's going to be that much. I don't think it's going to be that much. Did you go to school at UNL? I'm still in school. I'm still in school, and I do not go to Lincoln, unfortunately. Do not go to Lincoln. I bought a new shirt for the occasion. Let me know what it looks like. What does it look like? As you guys can see, we're wearing the 15 today. Now, I will say this. I have had the 15 for I'd say like 10 years now. Like it's crazy this thing still fits me. So it's not a Dylan Raiola jersey necessarily. I didn't buy it for Dylan Raiola. If anything, I claim it's a Demorne Pearsonell jersey. Stewart says, if you think the Huskers will lose, click that dislike button. No, no, no. Do not hit the dislike button. Whatever you do, don't hit the dislike button. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Um, we will crush Cincinnati. They have no defense, and will eventually shut down the run game. I agree. It's the same thing. Like I simply don't think Cincinnati's talented enough, and I don't want to be the type of guy to like completely overlook them, disrespect them. Like I believe that when you play an opponent, especially a power four opponent, you should always give them the benefit of the doubt. Always understand it's gonna be a tough game, and there will be aspects of this ball game that are tough. Okay, we're not going to be a perfect team tonight. I want you to be prepared for that, but I mean, as far as power four openers, this is about as easy as it gets. Okay. We're not playing a Colorado, who's a harder opponent. We're not playing an Iowa State's not very good, but Iowa State would definitely give me some shivers at night. Like I went to bed and I slept like a baby last night. I'm nervous a little bit. I'm always nervous, but I'm not. We're gonna win. We're gonna win today. How many sacks does Williams get? I'd be cool with one. If Williams got one sack, I'd be happy. I would be happy. Um, Let's get back here. You're right. You're right. All right, guys, put your final stuff in the comment section. We'll go for about 10 more minutes. Just my, I don't know. The data is kind of cutting out a little bit here. We're getting to that part. I think we're now in Missouri. I think. So we're getting to that point now where the data's cutting out. I'm trying to save my voice a little bit for tonight. So put your final stuff in here. We'll go up until the hour. We've been going for about 50 minutes, so I want to go for about 10 more minutes to get up. So put your final stuff in there. My prediction is that Jacory Barney will go absolutely off today because the Cincinnati coach said that corner one will be against I actually can't believe there's still 50 people on here. That's actually crazy. Yeah. So, anyways, I don't know where we're at in Missouri, but Mound City. Yeah, we got in a really big dead spot there for well, we were out for about 6 minutes there. So yeah, if you guys are still in the chat, that's commitment. I appreciate you guys. So I'll go for yeah. What took somebody said what took me so long? I was in a dead spot. I had no signal whatsoever. I had no signal whatsoever. I can't actually. I thought I was gonna get back on here and everyone would have been gone, which is cool. I mean, I get it. I get it. All right. So I'll go for, we're about to stop in the city for a little bit. So I'm just going to go for about 15, 20 more minutes. Again, we lost a lot of our viewership, which is expected. It's expected. You guys had a blank screen for 10 minutes. Get some people back on here. All right. So I'll just go. Okay. Just put your final stuff in here. We'll go for about 10, 15 more minutes. Uh, but I don't even know. What are you guys talking about in chat? Hold on real quick. Okay, is he gonna stream pregame at the stadium? I am not. So yeah, no. The plan today, guys. What the plan is that we're going to obviously do this pregame stream. It's going to go for however long it does, and then we're going to call it good. And then right after the game's over, like literally seconds over, it's going to be like 11 o'clock. We're going to go live at the stadium post game. Okay, so that's the deal. We're not gonna go live during the game. We're not going to go live like directly before it because I feel like at this point in time we've almost talked about everything that needs to be talked about. Um, so yep. The defense needs to knock Sorsby out of the game and dominate. Man, that's a cheap shot. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But I like to neutralize him as much as possible. I like to neutralize him as much as possible. Um, Going to be a crazy college football weekend. W tonight makes it so much better. That's exactly what I was just telling my dad about. Like, I don't like playing on Thursdays or Fridays, but the best part about it is if you do win, it makes the Saturday games just so much better. Like you can sit back and watch that Ohio State Texas game with no stress in the world, knowing that we're already 1-0, and we can go and laugh at all the other teams losing. Like if Illinois somehow loses to Western Illinois, we can laugh at them, or if they struggle, we can laugh at them. That's the best part. Like just having no pressure. So hopefully we can win just so we can enjoy our weekend. Hopefully we can enjoy our weekend. That's the way I put it. Yes, sir. Uh, well, I'm trying to think of some stuff we haven't covered. Again, put your comments in here, put your questions. I get most people tuned off simply because we were out for like 10 minutes in the dead spot of Missouri. Not a great state, Missouri. I say Nebraska is a lot better. Will you go live early if it's a blowout? Probably not. I like to watch the entire game. Probably not. At least not this game. Like if I was at home, I maybe would go live early. Like if I was at home in the studio, probably would be. But I'm at the game. I'm trying to enjoy it to the very end, so probably not. Because if I go live at the game early, that means I'm probably not watching it. So in the old days, if the team lost, the whole state went into a depression. I think that hasn't changed, Terry. I think that's still the way it is today. Frankly, I think that's still the way it is today. The Shadow says Wilson has the best Husker channel. I appreciate him, man. I appreciate you. Um, all right, guys. I think it's time. I think it's time. We have about 4 hours till kickoff. 4 hours that could be filled with content, but I can't. We only got so much to talk about. I can't do a pregame show for 3 to 4 hours. We've talked about this game a lot over these past couple of days. So I'm a little bit nervous about it to this day. I'm nervous. I'm going to be nervous at kickoff. I always get some butterfly, especially that first game. So hopefully, man, hopefully, I just want to win more than anything. We're at a gas station right now. I saw a bunch of Nebraska fans. That's funny. Um, I'm nervous more than anything, but it's all gonna figure itself out, man. It's all gonna figure itself out. Nope. Nope. All right. Says, appreciate what you do. God bless. Appreciate my man. No reason to be nervous. This should be a win for sure. I'm just nervous no matter what. Just nervous no matter what. I mean, I care about this team. Care about this team. I care about winning. I'm nervous if we play. I was nervous when we played UTEP last year. When we played UTEP, I was nervous too. So that's the way it goes. We have 2 decades of depressing losses. Time for that to change. All starts today, my man. All starts. Have fun, save your lungs. Exactly. No, I'll do my best. I'm probably not going to get too loud today. I try not to because I think it was the Colorado game. I was on the Colorado game last year. I went live right after that, and I could barely talk on that live stream. Like I was fired up, but man, my voice was gone that night. I couldn't talk the day after because I mean I was doing a live stream and doing everything. Dude, we're literally out here. We're posted up outside of Casey's. I could not. I forget what city we're in. What did I say just now? I said something like 5 minutes ago. What city we're in? And I'm literally seeing Nebraska fans everywhere outside this dang gas station. We're probably, I think we're probably still 2.5 hours away from Kansas City, and I just see only Nebraska fans. I just saw a family of Nebraska fans. I see another family of Nebraska fans going down right here. I literally have been sitting at this gas station for only a couple like minutes, and I've already seen probably like 20 Nebraska fans. We're still like 2 hours out. That's crazy. I mean, Nebraska fans, man, unbelievable, unbelievable. Cowboys traded Marco Parsons. No, they did not. No, they did not. No, who to who? No, they did not. No, they did not. Who to who? You're a liar. I don't buy that for a second. Tell me who. This person gets some drinks. It's not me. Not me. What happened? Huge line of Husker fans, he says. So I told you guys this gas station was full of Husker fans. My dad wanted to change, and he couldn't because there's too many Husker fans at this gas station 2 hours away. 2 hours away. This guy says to the Packers. I don't buy that for a second. Micah Parsons got traded to the Packers? Are you for what? What was the compensation? There is no way that there's no. I can't. I wish I could check, but if I'm streaming on my phone, so I can't check. What was the compensation? Well, at least he's out. At least he's out of my division. I'm a Commanders fan, so at least he's out of my NFC East. I wanted him to come here, but that's actually absurd to me, though. What was the compensation? Okay, they haven't released it yet. That's unbelievable. I cannot believe. I did not think they were going to deal him. I don't think they're going to deal him at all. I live in Papillion, Nebraska, and watching the game at the bar on the grill. Which one? Which one? There's one. I think I know which one you're talking about. Funny enough, I live close to Papillion. I live close. I live close. Um, this guy says 4 years, 188 million. No, I'm not worried about. I'm not worried about the compensation. I'm worried about like what they gave up. What did they give up to get him? These people. You guys got to feed me some information here. This reminds me of like game days on Saturdays. Like I was sitting here last year all throughout these live streams, and I was telling people like, "Give me the scores of these games," because I can't see them because I'm on my phone. This is funny. You guys got to tell me. You guys got to tell me the compensation here. Anyways, my question is that right before you had a blank screen for a while, it was about Jacory Barney and the Cincinnati coach. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I hope Jacory Barney has a good game. I didn't even see that comment. I didn't see that comment by the coach, so that is pretty disrespectful. That is pretty disrespectful. All right, guys, we're back on the road, so I can't promise that the data's going to be good. So I honestly, I'm thinking we might have to get out of here right now while the data's fine. Um, so, guys, I appreciate you guys. Again, we will be live right after the game. So, literally, the second it's over, 11 o'clock, 11:30, we will be live right after the game at Arrowhead Stadium. Let's expect a victory. Let's expect a blowout. I'm hoping it's over going to the fourth quarter. I want to see TJ Lateef play. I want to see some of these other younger guys play. So I appreciate all of you guys. But again, right after the game, we will have a live stream. And then tomorrow, of course, we'll have a recap video tomorrow morning around 11 o'clock or 10, probably 10 o'clock in the morning. So I just want to get on the live stream before, want to get on the live stream before we go do a blank screen again before I run out of data. So, all right, guys, have fun tonight. Be excited, man. The whole season's in front of us. The whole season. You will only have this feeling once. The whole season's in front of us. We could still win the national championship. We could still win the Big Ten because our destiny, we control our destiny up until this very moment. So, all right, guys, enjoy the game tonight. Once again, be here right after the game, right on WilsonDittman Sports. We will have a recap, win, loss, blowout, doesn't matter. Be here because it's going to be a very fun live stream from Arrowhead Stadium. All right, guys, follow me on social media. Instagram, Wilson Dittman, Twitter, Wilson D Sports. I have some updates, but all right, see you guys in the next one. See you guys tonight. We'll see you guys tonight at again. Probably, I think it'd probably be 11 or 11:30, 11 or 11:30. So I will see you then.